Okay, so today's lecture is about colonialism, we can say, or post-colonial is also a theory. There's a theory by that name, both are same things. And there are many books written on this theory, based on this theory. That is why we have got post-colonial literature also. All right. Post-colonial, as the name suggests, is when the process of colonization had ended. Then, that is when the Britishers had left the colonies and they had gone from America, from Africa, from Australia, from India, from Pakistan. These countries, they developed their own theories. Then they started to write, because during the time of uh, British rule, they were not allowed to write what they wanted, and lot of, even if they got their books published somehow, they were banned. That is why either they adopted this method that they became, part of English canon. That is, they wrote according to what Britishers wanted them to write or wanted them to believe. If that was not the case, then they had to get their own books published, and the viewership or the readership for those books was very less. Only the people related to that particular region or that particular language, they only read these books. So after the British rule had ended, post colonial books started to be written. There are many people who, understood the modus operandi of Britishers. They understood how they ruled, what were the strategies that they adopted to rule us, so that they could rule. If there was a direct confrontation, probably they would not have become victorious, or they could not become successful in ruling us, because direct confrontation was not their modus operandi. As you might be knowing, in India's case also, they had came as, they came to India as traders. Hmm? But then by and by they started to form alliances and allegiances with the kings and the dukes, and ultimately they started to rule us. First of all, they tried to find out what were the weak points of that particular king, and especially because the Mughal kings, as it happened in Bengal, they became victorious without any confrontation, because the Nawab who was ruling then, I think it was Sirajuddaulah, I'm not sure of the name. They came to know that he was very fond of wine and women. So they presented him wine and women, and he allowed them to, impose taxes after taxes over people of Bengal.